Hello, my name is Jeff. Since you are here, please subscribe, comment and ask any question if you like. In today's video we discuss the worst foods for diabetics. I'm just an ordinary dude, not a doctor or anything. Advice I give is always intended to be helpful and risk-free. I am not a medical professional, so please check with your own physician before trying anything you see in this video. Can you identify the foods that may cause a rapid rise in blood sugar levels? Diabetics of both types, type 1 and type 2, need to pay close attention to diet. The amount of sugar and processed chemicals that some people put into their bodies is shocking. In this video, we'll go over the fundamentals of maintaining a healthy lifestyle while diabetic. Incorporating more fresh produce into one's diet, becoming more familiar with food labels, fiber intake, minimizing processed food consumption, and regular physical activity. We're about to reveal which so-called healthy foods actually have sneaky amounts of sugar, what to eat instead of foods high in trans fats and those with added chemicals. Athletic beverages. You might want to grab a sports drink if you're planning on working out or have a long day. However, these beverages are designed for elite athletes who expend tens of thousands of calories per day in their pursuit of victory. If you don't fit that description, then you shouldn't be drinking these. They have electrolytes, but the sugar content is quite high, and can have an immediate impact on blood sugar levels. Choose water as your beverage of choice instead. Smoothies, fruit drinks. Everyone knows that fruit is good for you, so having a fruit smoothie can't be bad, right? Wrong. While fruit smoothies are refreshing and tasty, they are also very high in fat and sugar. The sugar content is further inflated in some varieties because they are made with fruit juice. Barbecue sauce. The sugar content of barbecue sauce is shocking. A commercial brand has 7 grams of sugar in 1 tablespoon. That means doubling that amount will result in the amount of sugar you add will roughly equal the RDI. You should make your own barbecue sauce at home. You could also spice things up by adding spices like chili powder or chipotle and sweetening them up with honey. Next one, canned soups. A bowl of soup always seems like a good idea. However, you shouldn't assume the same about the soups sold in boxes and cans at the supermarket. Sodium and sugar are abundant in these highly processed foods, so that they can be stored indefinitely without going bad. Making your own at home is your best bet, including low glycemic condiments and foods like vegetables and lean meats. Next is protein-rich snacks. Protein bars are an excellent source of protein, but they typically also contain a lot of sugar. The amount of sugar in a single bar can reach 30 grams, making it equivalent to eating a candy bar. Unless you're training for a marathon, you don't need this much sugar. Rather than reaching for a protein bar, try snacking on some nuts or Greek yogurt. Then we go to fruit juices. The sugar in fruit juices, especially the bottled variety, is just another form of empty calories. Due to the blending and processing, the fruit has lost all of its fiber, and the sugar will be quickly absorbed by your system. Because of this, your blood sugar levels may rapidly increase by 30 to 40 points. For a diabetic, that sounds like a nightmare. You could drink flavored water or make your own homemade lemon mint water. Fast food. French fries, of course, are included in this list of must-not-have foods. Fast food is bad for everyone, but people with diabetes should avoid it especially closely. These French fries are already a starchy food with a lot of sugar because potatoes are a starchy food. Adding oil and cooking it in a fryer turns the food into a health time bomb. Don't forget the heaping helpings of salt and sauce they serve with these dishes. Stay away from chicken nuggets and burgers, too. Making baked sweet potato fries and chicken cutlets at home is preferable. Pre-packaged snacks. If you're trying to control your blood sugar, you probably aren't eating cookies and dessert bars. But what about pretzel chips and granola bars, which are supposedly better for you? These are simply highly processed foods that are excessive in sugar. Also, they could have an unhealthy amount of calories. As much as 100 grams of sugar, that's about 7 teaspoons, can be found in a single granola bar. Choose some almonds or homemade trail mix instead. Creamy, low-fat milk. A large majority of people believe that drinking low-fat milk is beneficial to health. Manufacturers add extra sugar to milk to make it taste better, but consumers aren't aware of this. Choose 2% or whole milk, but remember to drink it in moderation. Dried fruit. That fruit is good for you, that it provides energy and fiber, is common knowledge at this point. That's not really relevant to dried fruits, though. due to the abundance of fructose in such a concentrated form. The fiber content of fruits is lost during the drying process, so eating dried fruit is like giving your body a sugar overload without any sort of fat or protein to slow digestion. Instead, opt for whole fruits, the more fiber-rich the better. Reduced fat pre-packaged foods. The sole purpose of low-fat packaged foods is to reduce the total amount of fat they contain. Similar to dips, yogurts, and snacks. But how do factories accomplish this feat? The food from these brands typically has more high fructose corn syrup in it so that it will last longer in your pantry. Basically, your fat intake has remained constant since you have sugar content is so high that your body will store the extra as fat deposits. Substitute homemade oven-baked chips for superior results. Salad dressings and Greek yogurt. Toasted white bread. We're all fans of the classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but are you sticking to white bread? The truth is that white bread no longer contains any of the original grain's dietary fibers. Essentially, it's just a food with a lot of sugar. If you have diabetes, your best bet is to eat foods high in fiber, which slow the absorption of sugar in your system. To reap the health benefits of whole grains, try swapping out your white bread for whole wheat or multigrain. Just watch out for the labels. Verify that no extra sugars were used to enhance the flavor. Yogurt with added flavorings. While many types of yogurt are indeed nutritious, others are not. Sweetened flavored yogurt lacks protein and has an abundance of sugar. Instead, you should try Greek yogurt and mix in some fruit at home. Next we have cold cuts and deli meats. Do you know that deli meats have extra sodium added to them? It has other secret ingredients as well. Sugar is used in many sandwich meats to add flavor or to extend their shelf life. In addition, some of these meats contain a lot of nitrates, a carcinogenic preservative, which is why they aren't good for you. It's best to prepare meat at home whenever possible. See, that brings us to soft drinks. Those flavored sodas and drinks are extremely unhealthy, as you have heard from everyone. In reality, even diet sodas may reduce your insulin sensitivity and lead to weight gain. Researchers have found that people who consume flavored beverages have a higher caloric intake overall. And that's probably because the body's sugar intake has increased while its nutrient intake has decreased. Alternatively, they may develop a severe tolerance to the sugar and constantly crave more. Think about how the artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives are harming your body. Salad dressings that come in a bottle. Surprisingly, these tend to be one of the unhealthiest pre-made foods. To extend their shelf life, they are loaded with sugar at the expense of any real nutrition. Instead of using plain olive oil on your salad, try a combination of balsamic vinegar and extra virgin olive oil. Breakfast cereal. Although some cereals may be acceptable, the vast majority are not. All that sugar is what makes those brands so popular with kids. And offer almost no dietary fiber at all. You won't feel full, which could lead to binge eating. In addition, counting the milk can cause a sudden rise in blood sugar. Use the high fiber options, but stay away from it if you can. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment and tell us what you think. Subscribing to our channel if you enjoyed our video.